Hey guys, welcome back to Disney Coffee and Book Talk. We are back to our annotations. If you noticed, I had notes and I hadn't sat down to record much. I've been really sick and I am trying to get back into recording on a regular basis. So, gonna be catching up on some things that I had scheduled. More to just cross it off my to-do list, make me feel a little bit better, and get it on the channel and move on. Anyway, we have been annotating Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. This is book 3. We are going through this chapter by chapter. If you guys haven't followed my this series, it is because I am showing that there is bigotry within her books and that you cannot separate the art from the artist. I will be doing this for other books, maybe not chapter by chapter per se. It really just depends on what we're watching, what we're reading, I should say. Sorry, I'm doing also another one where I'm annotating and doing compare and contrast with movies and shows, which I have to get back to. It is super hot, so I am sorry if you hear my fan. Also, it is raining as I film these, so I apologize. So, chapter 6. So number 1, I have it's been weeks since I've read these chapters, so pardon me. I have written down that Draco didn't have a good experience with Dementors either. So the whole thing about the Dementors being at Hogwarts was to take Sirius in, but these Dementors are acting like they're supposed to be the police, right? They're supposed to be making clear that things are supposed to be scary and that Sirius Black doesn't come to the castle. But it's also frightening to the children as well as the staff members. And even Draco, who's would be in America, would be a very conservative MAGA Republic. I mean, look, that's what I'm giving. He also doesn't have a good experience with Dementors, right? I don't think a lot of them do and realize that, right? Like, they're playing into the system that also harms them. But what do I know? I'm just educated, right? Anyway, okay. I also have noted that Harry and Ron end up seeing Hermione's schedule, and she has 3 classes at one time. We do learn about the time turner that she is wearing later on, but this is really foreshadowing. They're like, you can't be taking 3 classes at once. We already talked about this in a previous chapter, that like, how are you going to be taking 3 classes at the same time? How are you doing all these things when you can't? They don't know about time traveling, right? And that was something that McGonagall had given her in a previous chapter, was the time turner. We just didn't know about it. Now, they are up in divination classes. This is their very first one, and I do want to say again, foreshadowing. Professor Trelawney states books don't help in divination. So you can be book smart, it doesn't mean you're street smart, and that's basically what she's claiming here, right? She also, we will, I'm going to skip forward ahead a little bit. McGonagall then also comes in and says, well, Trelawney also predicts the death of a student every year, but it never truly happens. Now, we have to remember that Trelawney was the person who predicted that it was either Harry or Longbottom, right? Neville, one of them, it was going to be either one of them, was going to end up being the quote-unquote chosen one, right? The one that defeats Voldemort. It ends up being Harry, as we know, but it was that close to being Neville Longbottom. All right. Now, during the divination class, right? They're first reading tea leaves. And Harry's tea leaves show a black dog. Now, we already know about Sirius Black, but also remember that this can represent danger, Grim Reaper, or death. But he also saw this on a book. So again, foreshadowing. We also have Sirius Black, who happens to be a black dog, right? Now, they are thinking that Sirius Black is going to kill him, specifically Harry, but he's actually going after Scabbers, aka Peter Pettigrew. So again, like, they're not working with all of the information. We meet the hippogriffs, specifically Buckbeak, right? Harry actually gets to go ride Buckbeak, and has a great time. It was a little weird, but has a good time. And then also we see that Buckbeak attacks Draco. That is because Draco has no respect for anyone. Literally no human or animal. And so animals like Buckbeak, right, are like, I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't care who you are. You're not going to disrespect me because guess what? I'm a wild animal. So, of course, this also ends up getting Hagrid in trouble in the future. But I thought it was really important to note that. Anyway, again, this was a very short and sweet video. I will see you guys in the next video. We will be doing chapter 7. Again, it'll be another very, very short, sweet video. And I'll see you then.